Hey guys, this is Pastor Matt from Journey Church of Haines City. I want to start sharing some messages with you via video. Now, these videos will be about 3 to 5 minutes long, and they'll be coming out every Tuesday evening. These videos will be available on YouTube, on the church's YouTube channel, or on our Facebook page. Now, you can find us on YouTube or Facebook by searching My Journey FL. If you want to make sure you don't miss any, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page. I'm going to start with a series called What is Church? Now, if you talk to almost anybody, they've got an opinion of what church is. Maybe it's somebody that's been in church their entire life, and their opinions are based on that. Maybe it's someone who's never been in church. Maybe it's someone who has gone a couple of times but doesn't go regularly. Some people hate church, some people love it. Some people have painful memories of church, and some have amazingly positive memories of church. Some even have both. Well, when God called me to start a church, and I felt like that was what God wanted me to do, I began to search the Bible. I felt strongly that I needed to understand what the Bible had to say about what church was supposed to be. So I started in the book of Matthew, the first book in the New Testament. And I read verse after verse, book after book, chapter after chapter. And as I come to something that spoke to how Christians were supposed to relate to one another, then I wrote it down. When I come to something that talked about how Christians were supposed to relate to people outside the church, I wrote it down. When it talked about how we were supposed to gather, or what we were supposed to do when we gather, I wrote it down. Basically, anytime I read anything that I felt spoke to what church was supposed to be, I wrote it down. This series, What is Church, comes from those notes. We're going to start in the book of Matthew, and we're going to work our way through. And we're going to look at all the different things that jumped out at me as to what church is supposed to be. Because you see, that's what I'm committed to. As the pastor of Journey Church of Haines City, I'm committed to being a church that reflects what the Bible says church is supposed to be. Not traditions, not just because we've done something a certain way for 200 years or 1,000 years even, doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong. And some of the things we do will reflect tradition, but not if they conflict with what the Bible says. Our goal is to be a church that focuses on the Bible, and as we seek to answer the question, what is church? That's what we're going to do. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you'll join me next week as we look at the first in this series called What is Church? Again, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page to make sure you don't miss any videos. You can find us in either place or on any of our social media outlets by searching My Journey FL. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.